hold back. He probably talk with Netflix as we speak. Probably got a few contract deals with them, man. G. This is his comeback. Gonna do a few more movies. Everybody Hates Chris 2 is probably gonna come out. A spinoff of that's gonna come out.
Oh man, you should have seen all the different memes that they had, and it's funny because they did use that theme song of Everybody Hates Chris. Once he got smacked, all he goes, "Everybody hates Chris."
He didn't deserve it, man. It's just like when we do the Dirty Dozens, man.
Mm-hmm.
When you do it, like even though Will wasn't able to get back when he was, talk back to Chris Rock. When you go on those kind of shows, man, you had the mercy of the comedian, man. I mean, it could have been anybody from who's probably the most craziest comedian out here with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart would have went for the fucking jugular. He would not have held back. He would have just went after Jada and Will, man. And Will just had to sit there and take it. And the thing about it, I hate to say, out of all of them, Kevin Hart probably would have been the one throwing hands back, man. I hate to say it. Kevin Hart is gangster. He would have been like, fuck that. If the fight would have broke out on that stage, man, that was crazy. Dude. I gotta get it. Amy, what's that chick's name? White chick's name, man?
Amy Schumer?
He look good, man. I said, damn, he look good all dressed up and everything. She was throwing shade, but I mean, I got a funny feeling, man. Will is gonna have to make a public apology to Chris Rock to make this shit right. But
supposedly, that's what they're talking about. But remember, now at the same time, remember, if I'm correct, isn't the head of the academy now is a person of color? Is it a woman? I forgot if I'm right.
Yeah, it is, man. I think it's a woman of color.
So I'm just wondering, like I said, one, did this pretty much change the it overshadowed the evening because a lot of different people, there were people of color that did win a lot of awards, and I guess it was kind of overshadowed with all this.
Yeah, it definitely left a black eye on the industry, man, because you are the echelon, you are the overachievers in the society, man. This is the way you carry yourself. Like, for example, man, I can't picture Bill Gates rolling up on Steve Jobs and bit flapping them like that. It just wouldn't happen, man.
No problem.
Not at those kind of shows. It just wouldn't, man. Not that they would roast each other like that, but it's an award show. It's supposed to be light humor, man. I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't talk bad about Mrs. Smith anymore. I tell you that. I would not say nothing about.
Anybody talks about her ever again in life if they even acknowledge her.
Yeah, Mike, I know it wouldn't be me. I
could be standing right next to you. I just wouldn't say nothing to her. And she may take offense, but it's like, hey, you got, look what happened when we did acknowledge.
I saw this one meme that it said something like two quotes, one from Will, one from Jada, and you saw the picture of Will smacking Chris Rock. It's like, yeah, you talk bad about you, I smack him, and then you see the quote from Jada said Tupac would have shot him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is he soft after this, especially like I said with what's going on, what he's been through, the empire that he's put up, the whole red light thing or the red table talk, and the whole entanglement thing, and the book? Does this make him look soft all of a sudden, or what?
It backfired on him. It makes him look like he thinks with his emotions more than using common sense.
Mm-hmm.
When you respond to your emotions like that lets us know that anybody can dig underneath you, man. Anybody can aggravate your cage, and that's how you're gonna respond to it. The problem is, I think he made the situation worse. Is now you're gonna have assholes out in the community testing Will, saying, "Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna hit me like you did Chris Rock?" That's what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna have motherfuckers that are gonna test you because now they know that your armor is not as strong as you thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
He brought this shit on himself, man. I don't know how he can make it right. Apology would be good, but still, man. My mom always told me, you don't put your hands on somebody unless they put their hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You just don't. That's just the basic rules of survival, man. I can see if Chris Rock came out and hit Will, but he didn't, man. Will came up there, open hand, him an open hand slap, man.
Hey, powder. Give him the powder.
Yeah, like a fucking pimp. You know, like a damn pimp, man. I said, oh shit.
Pimp hand is strong with this one.
You know what I'm saying? You can see his head. You can see Chris Rock's head going the opposite direction, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
He just came up here and hit him like a fucking pimp in his soul, man.
One of the the best meme though in that was they had a split screen. Will and what's this? Chris Rock on top, Batman and Robin on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
This is, man, this gonna be with us for a while, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be around for a while, unless I hope it don't become contagious at these award shows. If you don't like what the comedian's saying, it's okay for you to swing on them, man, because comedians, they the ones that lighten these shows up, man. They lighten it up.
Mm-hmm.
They light it up, man. They know that people don't get offended by what they say. That's what they get paid for, man. Chris Rock, I'll take my hat off to him, because Will would have got his ass knocked right the fuck back in West Philly, man.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but his ass, we would have wondered why he left the playground, man. I would have whooped his ass. I'm sorry. I was like, you see why your ass ran down to Bel Air, motherfucker? Bam.
Miss Marcia.
Yes.
Go ahead, fire away.
What the heck was that? So we were sitting there watching it, and at first Damon thought that it was a stunt or a skit. But I said no. The way Chris Head went back and came back up, Will Smith is 100% wrong. I understand he wanted to protect his wife, and I'm all for that. But he could have did that some other way instead of doing that in front of that national platform that way. He was wrong, and I applaud Chris Rock for the way he handled that situation. He did it with dignity and grace. Now, he's a comedian, so we expect him to say jokes, and I don't think that his joke was talking about her alopecia. I think we're just talking about her hairstyle, how it reminds him of Demi Moore and G.I. Jane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off the platform.
Okay. Well, I mean, I looked at it at a two-pronged way with... I say Will was in the right as far as defending, because when you're a comedian, you have to know what your subject matter is. You got to know about it, and you got to research. That's part of your niche. That's part of your skit. So this thing isn't old. Well, now it is old, because she announced this like 2018. And you even go further back to 2016 when he ranked on her and Will when she boycotted the Oscars. So you got that to put in there in the mix also. And now... doesn't make Will Smith look like a hypocrite, because in his book he said that he's a coward, and some other stuff and everything. A lot of people in the community are losing faith in him, and just say basically he's just totally sold out.
I think it's a punk move. It's a punk move. I mean, man to man, you go behind the scenes, you say, look, dude, I don't like that. I don't appreciate it, and you handle it. But you do not, especially with all the stigmatisms that are surrounding black men and how they interact, and doing that on a public stage. Dude, that was just totally wrong. As far as Jada, did he hit August Alsina where he talked about the whole thing? Anyway, I just think that was not the way to handle it. Maybe Chris could have not said the joke, period.
Exactly.
And he's going to push hot buttons. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Will and Jada have been the butt of many jokes the last couple months, last 6 months to 8 months.
Couple years.
They can't expect people, I know, because they're a hot mess. But no, they cannot expect. Now, if that was somebody else from the hood, you think he went up there and hit somebody? Come on now. Will got his bell wrong, period.
Wow. We've been getting that consensus.
He would have got his ass knocked back right to West Philadelphia on the playground when he took his days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know, we were talking about this, if it would have been a different person, like The Rock, or somebody that looked like they can handle themselves, will have done that to them. So he would have got up there and swung on them like that.
Yeah, it's true, but it's a really something that we still have to unpack, because I mean, Will, like I said, Will's been going through a lot for the past couple of years, and he hasn't been in a good light, not by his fault, by other people. Remember, Jada's got to have some fault in this, because it wasn't Will Smith that got his back blown out. It was Jada. and because of their lifestyle, I guess if they're what do they call it? Their swinger lifestyle, you know, at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. If you're getting in that lifestyle, you got to know what to expect, and you can't catch feelings. So,
and usually people that live their lifestyle keep that under wraps.
But that
put it out there that I let other people sleep with my wife. That already puts you in a different light.
Especially if you are a celebrity and you know your life is under a magnifying glass. That messed up right there. I mean, I felt as though that the whole situation should have just been, as Marcia said, pull him aside and talk with him. But to slap him on live TV like that, man, it took it to a whole. It's like I lost all respect for Will Smith after that. It's like it was. We all make mistakes, man, but that right there, he let his emotions take the best of him.